Today we are talking about earnest money. Welcome back. I'm Clinton Poitra. I'm a realtor in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And today we're talking about earnest money. Earnest money is the amount of money you put down to show you're serious about buying the house. It's also known as a good faith deposit. A good faith deposit means you're just willing to put your best effort forward and risk that money in order to pursue the house. And in order to pursue the house, you need to have an executed contract. So executed contract means that it's a contract signed by the buyer and the seller for agreed upon purchase price at agreed date to close. Some of the contingencies we'll be talking about in this video are based on that executed contract date and how to get your money back. In Arizona, the earnest deposit is typically 1% of the purchase price. Doesn't have to be, but that's kind of just the standard, and it can be more or it can be less, but you can put down the amount that makes the most sense. One reason it would make sense to put less money down for the earnest deposit is maybe you just don't have it, or you're waiting for the proceeds of your house to sell just so you can put that money down on it, or both. So for example, if you want to buy a house for $300,000, 1% of that would be $3,000. A reason that it would make more sense to put more than 1% down is to strengthen the offer. So why would you want to strengthen the offer? In order to really understand that, we can put yourself in the seller's shoes. Okay, so you're the seller and you have an offer for less than 1%. Let's just say it's a $300,000 house and they put down $1,000 earnest deposit, and you have an identical offer, but now they have $10,000 as an earnest deposit. So which one would you choose? Which one is a stronger offer? As a seller, you want to ask yourself, and you have these two identical offers, you want to ask yourself, who is more likely to close? And who is risking the most amount in order to make sure that they can close or they will close? I mean, that's why the house is for sale. Who can close on it? So who is more likely to close, or who will try harder because they have more funds on the line? There's nothing wrong with putting less money down. We're just talking who's got the potential to close, or who is more likely to close, who is more willing to close. In Arizona, the earnest money deposit must be received and escrow opened within 72 hours of an executed contract date. Or if it's Friday, then the escrow must be opened on Monday. An escrow company is just a third-party company that handles both sides to make sure each party is holding up their end of the deal. Escrow holds on to the title and then holds on to the funds, and they make sure that this guy's doing what he said he would do and this guy's doing what he said he would do. And then escrow says, here's the money, there you go, here's the keys, there you go. And title, here's the title in your name, it's not in your name anymore, you sold a house, you bought a house, congratulations. That's the basic, very basic explanation of an escrow company. Next question, what is earnest money used for, and when do you get it back? The earnest money is used to close the deal. So if you were the buyer who got the offer accepted and you have $10,000 in earnest deposit and you needed an additional $10,000 for closing, all that money would be used for, the $10,000 would be used towards a total of $20,000 to close the deal, for example. So you would need to come to the closing table with an additional $10,000 for a total of $20,000 to close in this example. So we're under contract, everything's going good so far. We have the $10,000 deposit, now it's inspection time. Inspection has been completed, and the house needs a new roof, and electrical is not up to code. Now what? The realtor will get on the phone with the other realtor and say, hey, the house needs a new roof and new electrical. Will you do that? Seller says, heck no. Then you have to cancel the contract within your 10-day window. That's why the executed date is important, because all the contingencies are, well, some of the contingencies are based on that executed contract date. Another big thing, Verbal does not exist or is not enforceable in Arizona real estate. Everything must be written down. Everything. Okay, to continue. You put an offer down on a $300,000 house, $10,000 earnest deposit put in there. Inspection completed. Seller agreed. Fix the roof. Get the electrical up to code. We're moving forward. On to the appraisal. Oh no, appraisal came in at 280. We were expecting 300. Now what do we do? Well, realtor gets on the phone with the other realtor and says, is your seller willing to come down to 280 because my buyer is maxed out and cannot put down any additional funds? And the seller says, heck no. Okay, cancel the contract, earnest money back. Just kidding. Appraisal came in at 300,000, everything's good. Now the seller has to complete all the agreed fixes in the closing date time, and the final walkthrough has to be completed 3 days prior to the close of escrow in order to check if everything was completed, all the fixes. All is good, funds are there, all the fixes are done, final walkthrough is completed, and now we close, escrow, hand the money. Other guy, give him the keys. Escrow, you handle everything else. Congratulations, you just bought a new house. That is a kind of simple version of what escrow money is. So, please hire a realtor. Side note, it's important to review all offers with your realtor to understand what a good offer is and what makes it strong, what makes it stronger and who is more likely to close. Because that's the whole reason you're selling your house. Who can buy it? And that's why you hire a realtor in the first place, for their guidance. In case you don't have a good realtor, now you can educate them. If you have any questions about the purchase contract or real estate in general, my contact information is on the description below. If you watch this video all the way through, please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe and click the alert button because I post new videos every Sunday. Thanks for watching.